Hello and welcome back to the Tech Hub Solutions videos. This solution is using ChatGPT to create a solution for the Earnings Insights Challenge. So this challenge asks us to pretend as if we are a holder of the MasterCard stock and we are new to investing and not with not much time on our hands. So we want to utilize AI in combing through the latest earnings release for MasterCard and deciphering some information without spending too much time on it. So the first thing I did is I told ChatGPT the scenario that this is a earnings release for MasterCard and I need help analyzing the earnings release. First step was to extract the key financial metrics, and I clearly listed out which metrics I wanted, as well as left it open-ended so there's anything else that it thought was valuable to pull out. And then I also wanted to ensure that there's year-over-year percentage changes to show how much revenue and these key financial metrics are growing. So this is what ChatGPT pulled from the PDF. And you can see based off this that it's a pretty good indicator that MasterCard is doing really well, with 14% change increase in net revenue. Net income increased 20% in the fourth quarter, and then going down to the full year, you can also see that it's a pretty steady increase. And you can kind of go more in depth in looking into those financial metrics and just getting a brief summary of how the company's been doing in 2024. So the next step was there's two ways to do this next. I want to see if there's key indicators of strong performance or negative performance. So what I first did was I had it look for strong indicators and trends in revenue, things that I might not be seeing. And it returned some really key insights that maybe I saw, maybe I didn't see. And then one thing I really liked is that it returned these other third-party sources that I could go in and look at if I had a little bit extra time. But another way to do this that you can then apply to all earnings releases, not specifically to MasterCard, is to come up with a bank of words that may indicate positive signals on an earning release. So ChatGPT, using its knowledge of earnings releases and what people say or what phrases they use, came up with this bank of words that are in categories like market expansion, operational efficiency, strategic outlook, and so forth. So then asked if I wanted a negative word bank as well, and it created this. Then the next step is I used both banks to comb through the earnings release and pull out insights. So it found this many indicators of positive and this many indicators of negative. And you could go in and have them pull out the most key sentiments that it found. But based off of the financial highlights and signals, I wanted to know what ChatGPT would recommend as if I should hold or sell this stock. And it gave a summary of analysis saying that I should hold, but it also gave risks and reasons that if I knew of something that I was looking for in this earnings release that was a reason for me to sell, I could find. And that is the last step of the challenge. You can now export this information to a PDF if you wanted to save it for future research. But yes, that is the end of this challenge, and I hope this was a fun challenge and showed kind of the power that we have with AI at our fingertips. And thank you for participating in this challenge, and we look forward to having you back here.